Hey guys, Kuri Rinji here, and there has been Twitter troubles once again. Of what kind? Of the Twitch kind. December is the month of giving, and what is better than a bunch of presents delivered right at your doorstep in the form of a discussion that's consistently regurgitated when it comes to Twitch and what kind of content they allow on their own platform. Well, it seems someone is still trying to push the boundaries, is still trying to push that line further when it comes to sexually explicit content on Twitch. There has been a lot of meta discussion about this, especially once a new one of these drops. First, or maybe not even the first, but one of the most prominent ways to promote yourself as a attractive female streamer on Twitch was to go all in on bathtub, on bikini streaming. Got you quite a lot of viewership in the thousands, so to speak. And it continues to this day, as Twitch pretty much doesn't do much in order to stem this wave of content. And I mean, why should it? It's in their own rules that it's allowed to a degree. Twitch does say that it doesn't allow explicit sexual content and nudity, and apparently what you see in front of you, which is censored for YouTube, but I will describe it to you what it is. This woman you see in front of you is streaming Super Mario 64. You might have missed it, as have I, because it's in the upper right corner, taking up like, what is this, like 1/9, 1/10 of the whole streaming screen, with front and center being on the woman being what seems to be topless, with her breasts being oiled up to look shiny and attractive for the camera, I guess. Wearing these weird, I don't know what those are, like chick ears? Like, are those like small chickens? What is this? I don't know. I don't watch these streamers to learn about their lore, and I don't watch them in general because this is not that type of content for me. And as you can see, this is not the only person that has been doing things like that. If you go to Twitch even right now, you might just encounter like 2, 3, 4 or more of doing the same thing, pretty much. Breasts that are only exposed at the top, giving you the illusion that the person streaming is like almost fully in the nude. And they stream like this with the game taking up a little portion of the screen itself. So you might be asking, like, what is the problem with this? These people are adults. They can do whatever they want on any platform they want. Well, this would be all well and good, but Twitch is the kind of platform that doesn't really enforce its rules fairly, especially when it comes to VTubers. When it comes to VTubers, I would say I have some expertise on this. When VTubers show less skin than this, mind you, fictional skin because it's a drawing, they tend to get banned. Not indefinitely, at least, but they still get banned for that sort of thing. Does this happen to flesh tubers, in real life streamers like this? Well, it doesn't really happen too often. You have to do something very, very out of the cuff and dumb in order to get suspended on Twitch for sexual content. One of the prime examples of that was like in recent months, like some people were caught having intercourse, and they only got banned temporarily for that. And as they got unbanned, they did it again. And I don't know if they got banned after that too, or if Twitch just, yeah, you got slapped on the wrists once. I think you learned your lesson. I don't think that's the case, but, this whole tweet that you see in front of you, it started a discussion among the Twitter populace when it comes to this sort of thing. And I'm quite sure the user Irrational Chad has been pretty sarcastic, but sarcasm and the way it's read is kind of lost online, so a lot of people took this seriously. So Irrational Chad had this to say about this particular streamer. If you don't like this for any reason, you are a homosexual incel. And then there's more user quote retweeted this and started talking about it more. It's really cool to see the classic retro games like Mario 64 still get viewership on Twitch. Take that, Fortnite. Yeah, if only I actually noticed the gameplay on the right as I joined this particular stream. I would be on the same mindset when it comes to this. There's more. Oh, F off, you sex-starved shut-in. Again, sarcasm lost on a lot of people. At least I think it's sarcasm. Because if it isn't, that's a really, really dumb post to make. I'm a woman. While she's beautiful, I still think it's totally unfair for VTubers who get banned for more clothes than she has on. Yeah, I mentioned this too. The exact amount of cleavage you see in a low-cut shirt is making the weirdos throw an axle. This is really funny to me because like every single new video that I released recently has a what I call a Palestinian flag moment. This is another one of those. It's a Palestinian flag moment. Usually you see the worst kinds of opinions from these Twitter users. And no, I do not think this is the same kind of low-cut outfit that you're talking about, especially when those oiled-up breasts are also revealed there. This whole thing is meant to give you the illusion of nudity on twitch.com. Moving on. Leafman says that anyone who likes this are inherently supporting sexual predators and supports brainwashing kids to turn them into porn addicts. Well, wouldn't probably go this far with this kind of thing, because it's clearly a hyperbolic statement. Twitch does allow you to mark your content for mature audiences, but this doesn't really hold off the waves upon waves of kids that go to Twitch to watch video games, and probably what is this softcore pornography going on. I think this is not only Twitch's problem, but the problem of the wider internet, that pornography and sexually explicit content is way too easily accessed by minors online, and there's very few ways to go about making sure that minors are safe from the start of that type of thing. The main responsibility of that would lie on the parents, but we all know in the year 2023, at the end of it actually, how parenting is, considering how kids behave online. And they're completely unmonitored, doing all kinds of stuff, not only to themselves, but also exposing themselves to all kinds of dangers. Predators are all about. And a week does not go by without someone making a post that someone here and there got groomed on a Discord, got groomed by some kind of VTuber, whatever. It's a big problem of the internet age, of the modern internet age. And Twitch is part of that problem too. But at the moment, other than like ID gatekeeping, this sort of thing, I don't think there would be many ways to, you know, circumvent this sort of problem. The other way to get rid of this is just, you know, say to all of these people doing that kind of new Twitch meta, just to go to another website and do it there. Just go to any kind of porn streaming website and just thrive there. But as we all know, these streaming alternatives do not offer the same kind of viewership that Twitch does. And as we all know, kids are very impressionable, and they will get groomed into these kinds of mindsets that they may at one point decide to, you know, take their parents' credit card and go and actually subscribe to these Twitch content creators, fansly's OnlyFans, because a lot of them do have it, especially if they're the adult kind of content creator on the platform. And yes, it is a problem. As I said, it's a wider internet problem. It's very hard to find a proper solution for it. Though, I do wonder what you think about this sort of thing, dear viewers. I personally don't think this type of thing belongs on Twitch, but, you know, Twitch allows it anyway. It gives them a lot of revenue that these people produce via their streaming. So they personally do not see anything wrong with that. But as I said at the beginning of the video, Twitch's rules aren't enforced fairly. And people that are popular on the platform can get away with a lot of stuff. It doesn't matter if it breaks Twitch's rules or not. It's just the way life is. It's incredibly unfair. You just have to deal with it, or just complain on the internet like I do and many other people do. But moving on, we still have 2 tweets to go through. No, we don't like it because 1, that's absolutely no talent. 2, it's just a woman being a whore for money and soybot simps. 3, just disgusting for many reasons. And 4, she's just too lazy to get a real job and depends on looks and those who only get her so far. I'd agree with some points of this if I knew who this streamer was in person. Other than that, it's just a bit of shaming here going on. But you know, I can kind of assume that most of these women know what they're doing and they just don't care. And that's completely on them. Whether this is these points, whether these points this person mentioned here are valid, it depends on your outlook. And this is not me fence-sitting on anything. It's just the way I think about this sort of stuff. I do think Twitch should really tighten up their rules, because what you saw in front of you with that type of streamer, with just this one streamer, this completely breaks Twitch's rules when it comes to that kind of content. But again, they do not care because the money is more important. And lastly, please say this redacted is satire. And yes, it is. Among the hundreds and thousands of people thinking Rational Chad was being completely serious about this, I hope a lot of you actually did notice that it might be, I'm quite sure it is, as being extremely sarcastic and satirical about this sort of stuff. So lastly, to end this whole discussion, will Twitch do anything about this? Nah. Why would they? People being pissed off at this sort of stuff online on Twitter, making thousands of posts about it, does this affect their bottom line? It sure as hell doesn't. It only affects them in any sort of way when these people aren't successful in what they're doing. But it doesn't take much to be successful in that sort of stream. You may say that, oh, these girls worked hard to have bodies like this. Maybe they did. Maybe it's just natural genetics. But who really cares? As long as they can make money out of it and expose not the right kind of audiences to this sort of content. So instead of blaming them, although some part of the blame I think is still on them, blame Twitch, because Twitch doesn't care and will continue not to care as long as these people have a viewership. For right now, that's everything. I hope to see you on the next one.